The Story of a Forest Monster. My name is Eamon. I am a young man, 27 years old. What I love most in this life is exploring mysterious places around which many stories revolve. I do not hide from you that this makes me feel very afraid, but at the same time it constitutes a challenge for me, which encourages me that in fact, they are my friends who do this. My friends have the same passion of curiosity as me. During our travels, we were exposed to many frightening and terrifying situations, but what happened to us on the last trip is completely different, in fact, something that words cannot describe. One day, while I was browsing through some videos about strange and mysterious places, I heard about a large, dark forest. What attracted me to this forest is that it is close to the city where I live, in addition to the fact that no one has ever been to this forest to discover it. What is happening around it is just the sayings of people who were traveling near it. I talked to my 5 companions and asked them what they thought about exploring this forest. Their response was exactly as I expected. They agreed to go into that forest. The terrifying thing is that we cannot tell any of our families that we are going into that forest because they will surely object. We decided to go to the forest the next morning. I packed my bag and told my family that I was going camping near the river, about 100 kilometers away, 1 meter east of the city, while the forest was on the other side, as the forest was located west of the city at a distance of 70 kilometers. Morning came and my friends and I set out for that forest. After about an hour of driving, we reached the forest. I won't hide from you, the scene was so terrifying that one of our friends advised us to come back again. Of course I refused to miss such an opportunity and told him that everything was fine. What was disturbing was that the forest seemed dark even in broad daylight. I told my frightened friend that this was only because of the density of trees blocking the sunlight. We camped out and sat down to rest for a while and decided to take a nap in order to prepare for a late night. Night fell quickly and we woke up and the scary events began. I woke up to the voice of my friend Murad saying, "Guys, look what I found." We rushed out of his tent to see what Murad had found. The surprise was when we saw footprints that appeared to be those of a strange creature. The creature's feet had only 4 toes and were approximately twice the size of an average human's foot. I do not hide from you that we felt very afraid. We decided to leave immediately, and when we started gathering our things, I saw my friend Yazan screaming loudly, saying, "The car batteries ran out, guys. We can't go out in the car." We all realized that we were in great danger. The problem is that we couldn't walk in that darkness. The forest was a little dark during the day. What would it be like at night? We decided to stay together around the burning log, each carrying a piece of wood in case the terrifying creature attacked. Murad told us he was going to his tent to get some of his things. Murad went to the tent but Murad did not come. About 10 minutes passed and Murad did not respond. We all decided to go to Murad's tent, and it was a huge shock. We found Murad's body without a head. Murad's body was full of wounds and blood everywhere. How did this happen and why did we not hear Murad's voice screaming as if nothing had happened? I will not hide from you. I felt like we would end up in this place. Now we are 5, but wait, where does it weigh? I don't see him. We left. From the tent we saw what we never expected. We saw a scary creature covered in hair and with very long claws. This creature began cutting Yazan's body in half. We couldn't bear this scary sight and decided to run in a different direction. We decided to meet on the highway an hour from now. I started running at full speed and never looked back. Even though I was tired of running, I decided to never stop. I got to the highway and was lucky enough to reach the police station. Immediately the policeman came with me to the site and we found the bodies of Murad and Yazan. I couldn't find any of my other friends, and when the police intensified their search, they realized that all my friends had died because of that terrifying creature, and to this day no one has been able to discover the truth about that creature. As for me, I was in shock and depression.